Hello everyone, my name is Martin Linksfeld and I am Master Chef in FoggyKitchen.com. I hope you have found my short course about Terraform and OCI interesting. Recently, inside this course, I have added additional lesson, which is extension to Lesson 4. In this additional material, called Lesson 4a, I am exchanging network-bound security list into modern approach based on network security groups, NSG. But as always, before code review, let us analyze topology diagram. Okay, topology will not change too much comparing to original Lesson 4. I will just remove all of the security list resources which were bound to particular subnets. Instead of that, I will build network security groups with proper set of security rules, and then each of these security groups I will bind to VNICs of each server in our cloud infrastructure. Additionally, I will adopt NSG technology to load balancer configuration. Okay, let us check HCL code updates. Okay, now we are in our code editor. Let's go to Lesson 4a, right? First of all, I have decided to remove security list number 1 and security list number 2, right? Both of them are grayed out here, meaning it will not be used for our configuration. Next place is security group _new.tf, where we define two new resources. Both of them are OCI core network security group, right? And one is for web security, meaning it will be for our web protocols, and another one is for SSH security, right? And two security groups will be built, right? And they will be associated with our VCN, right? In both cases. Okay, now we have yet another file, which is security group rule.tf, and here we are building resources for each rule which will be associated with each group, right? First, we have a section of resources related to our web security, right? So we have here two rules, right? One is for egress, so for traffic going outside into internet, and for TCP protocol is approved, right? And we have another resource which is for ingress, right? Here we are using for each statement to iterate over web service port array, which is defined in the variables, right? And here we are defining ingress rules for both ports, 80 and 443, right? So here we are defining that, and we have also another section for SSH, right? Again, egress for traffic going outside and ingress for traffic going into VNIC, right? And again, we are using for each statement, but in practice it will be just one element, so maybe this can be simplified and we can remove this for each statement, but that is what I have done. Okay, that is for NSGs and rules, but then we need to do something with them, right? Which means we need to bind them somehow, right? And here it is, right? Inside the create VNIC details section of our OCI core instance, we are adding NSG's IDs. And here is what we are doing, right? We are associating this particular server, web server 1, with this particular service, with this particular security group on a VNIC level, right? Not on the subnet level, on the VNIC level. Again, the same for another one, another server, web server. And what is also important, we will do it also for our Bastion server, right? So as you can see, Our Bastion server will have this SSH security group associated. And one thing more, updated file for load balancer, right? There is a section which is called network security groups IDs, and we are associating security group with our OCI load balancer resource. And this is everything what is planned for the code update in this lesson. So now let's go to our Terraform server. Okay, I'm currently on my Terraform server in a proper directory, LESSON4a, load balancer, NAT, Bastion, and security groups, right? So I'm typing Terraform plan just to see what will be planned for me in this execution. And let me scroll up a little bit just to narrow down new security groups which are planned for me, right? So what do we have? Right, so we have this new security group for SSH. We have also new web security group here, and we have a rule for SSH security group, egress rule, ingress group rule for 22, right? And we have also egress group for web security, and we have ingress group rules for port 443 and 480, right? Okay, looks like we are ready, and there is a plan to build 27 resources, right? So I will type Terraform apply and type yes, and yeah, as always, I'll pause for a moment, right? Okay, looks like Terraform apply has been finished. We have public IP of our load balancer, so let us check if we have web server 2 and web server 1 and web server 2 and web server 1, you know, in a round robin fashion. So looks like it works fine. Okay, so let us also return to our configuration, and let's go to web server 1, and inside web server 1 we have VNICs, right? So let us go to VNIC, and the first primary VNIC is here, right? And we have associated security groups to this VNIC, right? So let's go to security group, and inside the security group we have security rules, right? And right, so we have egress rule for traffic going outside to the internet, and we have ingress rules for traffic coming from internet, and we have port 443 and 80 open for this TCP traffic, right? Okay, that is about our compute. What about Bastion, right? Bastion again, let us check again, VNIC, primary VNIC. Okay, and we have this SSH security group, right? Which is defined here. So egress going outside with the internet, everything approved. Yeah, and for ingress rule, we have port 22. And what we have in case of our load balancer. So let's go to load balancer. Okay, this is a load balancer here. And what we have here, right? We have this web security group as well. Perfect. Looks like everything is ready. Okay, and yeah, now we can destroy the environment with Terraform destroy. Okay, type yes. Okay, and let's wait for destroy. Okay, that's all for a moment, and I will pause. Okay, looks like everything has been destroyed, so let us check. No load balancer, What about instances? Yeah, all of them has been terminated. Yeah, so everything is clear now. So that is the end of my lesson. Thank you. Okay, that is the end of my additional lesson, which I have recently added to my Terraform course. I believe it will be a lot of other things which will be added in the future, so stay tuned. Thank you for today.